Hello and welcome to Poop Killer 4. 3 is good. 4 is too much. Well, you know, 1 was in a video store, 2 is selling weed-a-wanna, 3 was in a bar, and you know, the next step for number 4 is a sex shop. So this is, I guess this is welcome to Poop Killer 4, everybody. Are you sure? New game? I'm really excited to edit this, because I'm really looking forward to, looking down at the ground and putting the mosaic everywhere. This is going to be the best. I think this may be the most censored video on the second channel I will have ever done or will ever do. I'm very excited for Poop Killer 4. Give it to us. Sock it to me, you know. That's what they say. Sock it to me.
Today,
show me
I bring you great
what
news.
up.
Once again, we can shit in peace. The killer who
We
killed
love
so many
Turd
people simply
TV
because they
on
didn't
616
flush. The monster
News.
that threw literal shit at people,
Something about,
popularly known
I don't
as
care
the
about
Poop
this guy.
Killer,
He's saying that the Poop Killer
finally
is dead, I think. That's
And we
like the
may now
blurb for
rest
this one is
easy
that
knowing that we will no
the
longer
Poop
be
Killer is
judged for
dead,
the
there's a
way that we shit.
copycat,
We
yada
hope that
yada
this
yada
monster
yada
burns
yada.
in
You are
hell.
safe, you are not
Thank you
safe.
for
You still
tuning
have
in.
5
My
more
name is
games to
Hayden,
play.
and this was the 9
And this
o'clock
one,
news.
I think, is already ripping the soul out of my body. I will continue your work, my master. I like the PNG of Jason in the background, dude. Really, really cool. Hanging out with his toilet. Hey! Ratman look. Nice. That's pretty cool, dude. Let's jump into the sex store. I have high hopes that this will definitely be something. A dildo's 50% off. And they got the leather puppy mask. Oh my god. I mean, you know, they're making, I don't, a poop killer. It's so wild to me to do something like this for their 4th game. Because I feel like mainly the audience who would watch a video game about this. Also, I did test this to make sure it worked. There are penises right here. I'm gonna mosaic this. You can't see it. Customers will ring them in. Otherwise, we're gonna look down on the ground like a good Christian boy and walk this way, right? Mostly, we're gonna be chilling like this. This is gonna be the great gameplay of the game here. We're gonna be sitting this corner like a good boy. This is what I call the good boy corner, because you can't see anything bad happening. And then if we got to go over to our, if we got to go over to the, well, you know, to the front of the store here, we're gonna go. Wow! I'm gonna mosaic that. Dildo, enjoy. Hope they have a good night. They're gonna enjoy the dildo that they bought. I mean, sex stores are real. They exist. I think it's funny and kind of weird that like a sex store would be your next bit after you know. A lot of this video game is geared towards, I mean, not on purpose, not at the fault of the developers, more at the fault of people making videos about it. B-ball! That a lot of, like, I feel like Poop Killer is one of those video games where, like, a kid is going to see it and be like, haha, Poop Killer, and sort of, like, put penises in it. I don't know, dude. I still don't know how... Oh. Well, that's great. I still don't know how I feel about the penis ban in Saints Row. I don't know, dude. I guess it's fine. Whatever. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge with many penises? Who am I to judge? How should I be the one to judge? It's just a very weird direction, I feel. I always feel like the 4th thing in horror is space. You go to space. But then again, that's like, I did it again. Wow. That's like a Critters 4 thing more than anything else. Critters 4, they go to space. I mean, Critters is technically, it's all in space, so... I'm doing some clever camera cheating here because I'm a good Christian boy and I don't want to do more work in post. That's how you know I'm good at this shit. Is because I know that I don't want to do more work in post. So I'm only going to do a proper amount of work that I absolutely positively have to do. It's so weird. I'm ruminating on this after playing it for a couple of minutes to make sure it worked, to test it out. Just ruminating on, like... Sex store. Ah, what a stench. Good night, beggar. I don't know. Like, who am I to judge as somebody who used to read erotic fanfiction online? But also at the same time, does Poop Killer really need penises, like, attached to it? And, like, sex attached to it? like you already have poop. The moment you take another, like a further step into it, right, is you're going a little bit further into it. And do you escalate after this? I feel like this is the ultimate escalation. You don't go further than this, right? Like, analytically, how do you get 5 more games after this one? Whip. Nice. Here's your whip, sir. Enjoy. This is just like when my grandma stole my Obby whip out of my RuneScape account, and I'm not letting it go, and I'm never letting it go. But where do you go from here? I feel as though I'm taking more of an analytical approach towards this game. I'm trying to figure out, like, the why behind it. When there is no why, it's just nonsense, right? You don't have to think of a why. But I like to posit a why, right? Like, where's the game theory on Poop Killer, right? Like, what's the ad revenue on, like, the game theory for the Poop Killer video game, right? Like, what are they chatting about when it comes to what are we going to learn about the Poop Killer? What's the lore that we're going to uncover in this game? You know, because that's like the big bit, right? If you got a videos game, and especially a scary videos game, it's got to have the lore in it, right? You got to have the lore. So what's the Poop Killer lore? He's a guy, he wears a toilet on his head. He throws shit and then it goes in slow motion. The games are like $1. And with 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to be honest, with video games 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to weirdly recommend them as like I took too many bong rips and I got way too freaking high. I definitely want to play some slop. But then 4, I just feel like it's just so much. I mean, penis and poopness? I understand poopness, but adding penis to the mix, it's just so much, dude. It's like you're already at 100. You don't got to go to 200. But then again, like, where do you go, right? Especially after penis for 5 more games. Where do you go from here? Like, everything is already full of, like, shit. I will say, it's not just, like, it's that it's penises and sex stuff, because that really doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, it's because it's gay. No. It's mostly, this is, like, a weird downgrade from 1, 2, and 3, I feel, already. Like, this feels like a downgrade from 1, 2, and 3, because all I'm doing is clicking on the thing and then selling to people sex stuff. Whereas in 1, 2, and 3, there was a little bit of gameplay to it. I think 1, 2, and 3 are a little bit more expensive. So they're more of like a $2 affair, and this is a $1 affair. But it felt like there was more to it then. Hello, sir. Let me go back to my counter so I could be a good boy. I felt like there was maybe not more to it, but there was something there. 1 had you, like, getting the movies, the slow build-up to everything. 2 had you be the Weedawana man, which was, I mean, something. You could do the weed and sell the weed. And then 3 was, out of the 3, it had the bar and it had the, pull down their pants and shoot the poo out the butthole scene. So, you know, cinematically, Martin Scorsese would give it a 10. I feel like this is a video game that I should play drunk. Dildo. This is a video game that I should play drunk, and if I'm not playing it drunk, what's wrong with me? I mean, I'm not playing it drunk. I'm playing this 100% sober. I have an Altoid. You want an Altoid? I can give you an Altoid. This is definitely a video game that I could see myself playing drunk in 5 years while lamenting, I don't know, the fall of man or something. Playing on an old Toshiba laptop while the fire rages around me. This is very Apocalypse Core. Man. I'm wondering if these games ramp up. I'm just sitting here looking at penis and poop. Like, are they going to use the dildo as like a phylactery? Are they gonna use the poop as a penis? Is it like is the poop killer gonna unzip his pants and there's a penis there? Like, whoa! But the penis is made of a big poop. And I don't know, man. I see people play these video games sometimes, and oh my god, it's just going to be mosaic. What you're not seeing is this is an incredibly large penis, and his name is Buff Boy. I mean, you can see him walking away with the bag, but it's just a massive penis. It's a huge dong. Oh my god, where's he going to put that? In his ass. Grow up. Penises and poop can also be, I think it can be funny. Like, farts can be funny. Something about it though. Like I part of me is like, Brendan, are you being a fuddy-duddy about Poop Killer 4? And then on the other hand, it's like, Poop Killer 4. Anything but. I don't know. And you may say, Brendan, why indulge in this misery, right? Why slop it up for the daddy hole this way, right? I'm fascinated by things like this. Like, why would you take the effort? I understand making like 3 of these, maybe even 4. But why would you? You're the guy who wants to shit in the toilet, right? Yeah, you're the titular toilet shitter. Good evening. How can I help you? Good night, dear. I need to use the bathroom. I'm tight to pee. Feel free to call me if you need anything. Anyway, go destroy the porcelain. Something about these video games calls to me because they're slop. It's the same way as watching a bad movie. And with 1, 2, and 3, there was something there, and this one I'm just like, yeah, this sucks. You know, I can probably definitively say 1, 2, and 3 had some, and this is stupid to say, of course, like that Poop Killer 1 and Poop Killer 2 and Poop Killer 3 had something there, right? It's odd to say, but Poop Killer 4 is just like the world's most boring retread of that, and I'm sure none of these video games will probably ever be looked at in a critical manner. Which is why I am taking it. It's clogged with the poo-poo. Which is why I want to, take a moment to really look at these video games through a more critical lens, even though they're like $1. You know, I don't think that means that the video games cannot be talked about in a weird and cool manner. I just something about the way that these games are built. They're cheaply made, cheaply sold, and I want to be interested in this because it's akin to slop, it's akin to reading a science fiction novel you got from the Goodwill for like $1, right? Why spend my $1 on Poop Killer? Dildo moment, penis. Why spend my $1 on Poop Killer when I can go to the Goodwill and buy a fucking book and then sit down and read a book, And interestingly enough, I think maybe it'll get better as we go along. Maybe it'll start to ramp up, I think 5 has a gun. But yeah, I've just been sitting behind the counter here, and I can't turn around because, I don't want to look at the dildos. Another thing is this game like a joke, this game is a joke, of course, but is Poop Killer 4 specifically like supposed to be the anti-Let's Player or anti-gameplay guy one, right? Because I feel like when you get to a certain point with a franchise of video games like this, like FNAF has that, where I feel like FNAF, it's so weird to talk about, right? In like a more simple and serious manner, because you clicked on Poop Killer 4 and you probably weren't expecting like a serious conversation about this. Have a good night. It's so interesting to me that with Five Nights at Freddy's, right? FNAF 4 is like this audio cue. You have to be quiet. You can't be loud. So it's like Let's Player Poison. And then Pizzeria Sim comes along and does a similar thing where it's almost Let's Player Poison because of the focus on audio cues. We're like, I can't play a game like that because I have really bad hearing. So that game doesn't have like proper accessibility settings for somebody like me who has shit hearing. So I'm not going to play them, and I can't play them. But they're kind of like the whoa, stop playing my freaking games, actually sit down and play my game, gamer. Whereas this feels like more of like dude, you can't show, like, penis on the YouTube, right? You can't show it. You can't show the penis. And I was looking up, I was curious about how many other people had played this one versus the other ones after testing it. Have a good night with your whip. Poop Killer! I gotta mosaic that. I'll kill everyone who isn't flush. Is this where he throws the poop? You're not the Poop Killer. He's dead and he wasn't wearing this horrible outfit. Making fun of him for like his fucking weird shirt. His hipster shirt. Is that the bit? Here comes the slow motion. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have time to talk again. What was I talking about? I lost the train of thought there. It's so interesting that I could see people playing Poop Killer 1, 2, and 3 very viciously and very often. But then right when this one came out, it just stopped. Like, and still, I mean, people are still playing, like, Origins and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, I think, and 9 whenever that one comes out, probably. But from hell, don't worry, be happy. Watch out for the butt from hell. Whoa. The Poop Killer is back after he died. He's skibbity hell Poop Killer. But I think it's wild for a video game like this that relies on like shock value. That it feels like they went too far, so they had to pull it back. Maybe I'm not sure though. I don't know. I think it's just it's. I don't think these are good. I don't think these games are anything but slop and schlock. But you know, something draws me to shit. I guess just call me a media turd burglar, because I'd be taking big fucking stacks of fat shit out of the litter box and throwing it around my house. I don't know. I gotta be funny. Poo-poo funny. Watch out for poo-poo. Oh, welcome to Browntown, because there's poo-poo everywhere. Men die of poo-poo. Poo-poo disorder, disease, dead. He came from hell to kill again with the poo-poo. Oh my god. He's infected the entire area with poo-poo. That poo-poo was there earlier. There's shit everywhere. Oh my god. And I feel, I don't know, man. If you're gonna play one of these video games, are you gonna be shocked about anything afterwards? Whoa, Power Drill Massacre. Is that a freaking Buppet combo? Whoa. I Papa Combo be like, allowed be scary. I still haven't played a lot of their games. Show yourself. I didn't poo-poo. But don't show yourself near the dildos, because I don't want to have to censor them. Thank you. I'm back, Billy, and it looks to me like your toilet is full of shit, Billy. Sing a rap. Yo. Poo-poo.
Pooping, you don't flush. Poop Killer 100-yard rush. Poop all over the store.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Poop Killer. Yeah, I also believe this game went through a revision.
He don't show mercy with.
I think it just used to show full butthole pictures in the I just started thinking about that. I think there's just full butthole pictures on this game. Imagine playing Poop Killer 4. You buy it for $1 on itch.io and there's just buttholes everywhere. But not like animated buttholes, just like real human buttholes. Oh god. Well, that was Poop Killer 4. I think that one's the worst one. I played it for 5 minutes and then I was like, this is just gonna be fucking awful. And then I went back, I said, okay, let's record it. And then, you know, it was awful. I'm gonna say oof on that one. I'm gonna give that one a Roblox oof out of all the Poop Killer video games. I don't know why I want to treat these video games from a more critical standpoint, but I think it's funny to treat these almost seriously, because even though they're just like kind of throwaway, pardon my French, pardon my phrase, pardon my pun, half-assed. Throw them out there for $1 video games. Art is still art, although I would call this fart. Bye. Check out the other Poop Killer video games if you like to indulge in suffering, I guess, because this, I don't know if I'm going to have the energy. I feel like these games are going to rip me apart and throw me in the garbage can, and I'm just not, there's going to be nothing left of me after these ones. Help.